Okay, so here's another short video in the tarp series, and this video is about how to secure your tarp to a ridgeline with no knots whatsoever, using a couple of sticks or a couple of pre-made toggles, okay, to your ridgeline, and it makes it quick release. This is not a video on how to tie a ridgeline. You should know how to tie a ridgeline by now. If you don't know how to tie a ridgeline, I'm going to put a card to a video I did right in the upper right hand corner about how to tie a ridgeline in 1 minute. Now, that's how to tie your ridgeline. This is how to secure a tarp. Now, you can use a couple of small sticks, or even better, I use a couple of these nice little 3/8 inch dowel rods that I cut to 3 inches long, and I carry 4 or 5 of these in my pack. Weigh nothing, take up no space, and they're nice and smooth, so you'll see why you need as smooth of a toggle as possible when we get to the tarp. So let me go show you how to put your tarp on a ridgeline using no knots. Okay, first thing you need to do is you need to secure one side of your ridgeline, not both sides. So we're going to put one side on. I'm going to come up to our improvised tree, and I got a bowline tied in one end. And if you don't know how to tie a bowline, I'm going to put a card in the upper right hand corner that'll show you how to tie a quick bowline. So we're going to go around the tree. I'm going to pull a loop through the bowline. Okay. I'm going to pull a loop. I'm going to put a stick toggle in the bowline, and we're going to tighten it up. Okay. That's not going to come off, and that's going to let us work with the line. You don't want to tie up the other end yet. I'm going to show you why. Okay, now we're up to the tarp. Remember those little stick toggles that I showed you? And these are just pieces of 3/8 inch dowel rod, about 3 inches long. Here's what you're going to do with them. Now, I'll pull up our ridge line. We're going to get one corner grommet. I'm going to pull this ridge line into a loop. Okay, I'm going to put the loop through one of the grommets like this. Now, I'm going to put one of the toggles in there and pull it so it looks like this. Okay, now let's go to the other corner and do the same thing. Okay, here we are at the other corner. Same thing. You want to pull a loop, put it through your tarp, and you want to put one of those toggles through the loop and tighten it up so you have that on the other side. Okay, now you can tie the other side of your ridge line, which I'm going to do now, and I'm going to tie a trucker's hitch, and nobody needs to know how to tie that because everybody should know how to tie it. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to tighten these up. Okay, I put a real tight trucker's hitch in the other side, but now we've got a bunch of slack on the tarp. So all you do is grab it from the corner and just pull it toward you. And see how the stick rolls? And it'll tighten right up. Now we're going to go to the other side and tighten it. Alright, this side's already kind of tight. We just pull that and roll it. Now, you can do whatever you want to with your tarp. You can do whatever you want to with your tarp now. You can stake it up back in the corners, but now you have a ridgeline with no knots in the tarp. Okay, so that was how to secure your tarp to a ridgeline using no knots at all. So if you can set up your ridgeline in 1 minute like I can, you can set up this tarp in about 1 minute also. It really helps to have some nice smooth toggles pre-made. And all this is 3/8 inch dowel rod cut to about 3 inches long. Tons of uses for these. I carry these everywhere I go. So That's how to set up your tarp in about 2 minutes total. 1 minute for the ridgeline, another minute for the tarp using no knots. So if a rainstorm's coming at you, you can get under and get out of the rain. So once again, I hope you liked my how to set up a ridgeline with no knots at all. This is Matt the Old Florida Boy saying I will see you on the trail.